Tonight, a popular brewery is back open after the city's fire marshal unexpectedly shut it down. Bold City Brewery's tap room on Roselle Street did not have the correct permits, the fire marshal said. Clark Foraker is live tonight with what happened and how it's getting fixed. Clark?
Heather, a lot of folks coming in this afternoon saying they were glad they didn't have to go to the competition, and no doubt they're here tonight. This all started because the fire marshal showed up for regular inspection yesterday and saw a sign advertising a yoga class, and the fire chief tells me today that alerted them that the permits might not all match up. Right on time for their traditional Friday afternoon opening, employees at Bold City Brewery's Roselle tap room set up for the night ahead.
You've got employees that really were depending on the income. Whether or not they were going to use some of the income for summer vacations or to pay for college classes or something like that. Owner Brian Miller says he's been working the past 24 hours to keep the doors open after Jacksonville's fire marshal shut down the tap room during a routine inspection.
What I'm seeing as it relates to fire equipment's not jiving with what I'm seeing as it relates to occupancy.
Chief Curtis Wilson says Bold City was permitted as an industrial building, but because it now operates a tap room alongside its brewery, it must be permitted for multi-use.
We want people to stay in business, and so in this case, we're able to create a roadmap for the business, so the brewery was never closed.
Part of the state fire code will keep the doors open this weekend with a 40-person maximum occupancy.
I mean, there's people who have been coming here every Thursday night, every Friday night, or Saturday night. This is what they plan their weekends around.
Miller says Bold City's working with the city to update their permits.
We'll just call it a glitch in the system, and we'll go back to doing what we're doing.
Now, I want to point your attention to the graffiti building across the street from Bold City. It also was closed yesterday, but for a very, very, very different reason. The fire marshal talked to me about that. I'll tell you why it was closed and why it'll be a little bit of a different process to get it back open. That's the Cork Art Gallery coming up all new at 6. For now, live in Roselle, I'm Clark Foraker, First Coast News.